Smart and skinny chicks know that breakfast really is the most important meal of the day. It's called breakfast because you are breaking the fast. You're getting your metabolism going, you're getting your energy up. And although some of you might say, but I have enough energy without even eating breakfast in the morning, that's because you've conditioned your body to be that way. So it's time to recondition your body to eat breakfast. Studies have even shown that if you have no time to eat breakfast and you actually skip breakfast, it's worse off on your body than if you had a donut. So I'm not saying have a donut, I'm saying have breakfast. One of my favorites is asparagus and egg, and it's so simple that I'm actually going to prepare it for you right now. So this is the asparagus. I've already trimmed the bottom, and I keep it in the band because it makes it really easy for preparation. So you just cut the bottom half an inch off, and then you put the rest away for later. Then you put that bottom inch in a bowl, and you're gonna put a little bit of oil on the bowl before it goes onto the pan, just a little bit, so that you can start to coat all of the asparagus. And the reason is because it actually roasts the asparagus on the pan, and the little bit of oil helps make that happen. If you don't have the oil, then you're not gonna have that bright green, beautiful asparagus. So then you're gonna put on just a little bit of salt and some white pepper. And the pan's already hot, so I'm gonna put my asparagus on, and I'm gonna keep it on for about 30 seconds. Just to heat it up, get it bright green. Simultaneously, I'm going to get some rye bread, because rye is actually one of the best types of bread for you. And the reason is because it has 3 times more fiber than most other types of breads. Some people are afraid of carbs, but carbs are your brain food. So it's a perfect time, first thing in the morning, to have your carbs. So I'm gonna put my rye bread in the oven because I don't have a toaster, so I can toast it. Rye bread also has zinc and vitamin B. It has lower calories and carbs than a lot of the other types of bread. So my asparagus is roasting, and asparagus is a great detoxifier for the liver. It also helps to depuff the body. It's filled with water, and if you have water in food, it actually helps to flush water out of the body, which sounds counterintuitive, but it's the way it is. Then it's also filled with vitamins and antioxidants like A, C, and E. It's iron rich, which also helps to build muscles. Now I'm putting in some egg whites, and sort of just eyeball it. I'm putting in probably about a cup. And eggs are great as a first thing in the morning breakfast because it actually wakes up the brain. It's the amino acid in the egg whites, the tyrosine, that helps to make the brain alert, and it makes you multitask better. So just gonna keep the egg whites in, let it start to cook on the bottom. It's a really fast prep cooking because I have a big pan, so there's a lot of space to cook it quickly. You don't want to burn any of the egg whites. So mix that around. There goes some asparagus jumping out. I'm going to add a little bit more salt just to make the flavors pop. I know some people are afraid of salt, but a little bit of sodium is in fact good for you, and it makes your food taste so much better, so you end up not wanting quite as much. And then a little bit of white pepper. I prefer white pepper to black pepper because white pepper is a little bit more delicate in flavor. It doesn't have that intense bite to the tongue, but it creates this really nice dynamic flavor that you get with black pepper. And pepper is also a hot food, so it actually heats up in the body, gets your circulation going, and can help increase your metabolism. So I always like to put a little bit of pepper or some hot pepper, some cayenne into everything I'm making. Just a little bit, just a little something. All right, so the eggs are done. How easy was that, okay? Easy, healthy breakfast, eggs and asparagus, done. Now, I'm just going to use the same bowl as I used earlier for the olive oil because it's just olive oil and a little salt and pepper, so that's fine. And I'm going to empty the asparagus and eggs in the bowl. It looks like a lot of food, but it's really not that much, and it's super healthy. It's a complete, balanced breakfast. Now, because I love cottage cheese, I'm gonna put a little bit of cottage cheese on. And it's also in lieu of cheese. It just adds an extra depth of flavor. So I'm gonna put just sort of a heaping spoonful in. And then, I love ketchup on my eggs, I do. This is a reduced sugar ketchup, and I swear it tastes so good. You can hardly notice a difference. And in terms of calories, it's a difference between 15 calories and 5 calories per serving. So for someone who has a lot of ketchup like me, that can end up being a lot. So then I have the bread, dry bread, which is now nice and toasty, and coffee, of course. So I've heated up some milk to make what I create as a latte with my Nespresso. I'm addicted to this Nespresso coffee. And this is non-fat milk, and I just put it into the coffee so it seems like a latte, because coffee is great for the metabolism, helps to get that energy going. It's actually been shown that people who have coffee before working out can run further and faster. And milk is filled with calcium. It's actually a great fat-burning food. It helps to burn fat, particularly in the belly. And then I put a little bit of cinnamon, because cinnamon is a blood sugar regulator and it is a fat-burning herb. So that is your complete, healthy, smart and skinny breakfast.